Hello! In this video, Alex and I will show you how we at Alte Kampfkunst apply Halbschild as an obsessio against force ward overhead. Manuscript 133 lists Halbschild as one of the three obsessios which can be used against overhead, but it doesn't give any examples. So what we are showing you is an educated guess based on our understanding of the 133 system and of our interpretations of techniques from other plays in the source. Before we can go to the actual techniques, let's have a quick look at force ward. With the sword held centered above the head, you can stand either with left foot or right foot forward. And it doesn't matter which foot is leading, you can go to both sides. This makes it a very flexible stance and gives you a lot of options. We also need to have a look at Halbschild as we do it at Alte Kampfkunst, since this is the foundation for all the techniques which will follow. It looks like this. As you can see, I stepped a little bit off to my right side, which bears a number of tactical advantages. And it doesn't contradict the source, since neither text nor illustrations have any information about the third dimension. Yeah. The idea of stepping offline for Halbschild was originally suggested to me by my friend Paul Wagner from Stockata School of Defense about 2 years ago. Starting from a two-step distance, I step forward, entering into Halbschild, going into one-step distance from where I follow immediately with a strike to the opponent's head in case he doesn't react. If the opponent parries the attack which comes in from Halbschild, like this, we establish a shield schlag and strike around to the other side of the head. The opponent has a third option besides being struck in the head or defending. He himself could attack once I'm in one-step distance. As I said, overhead is a very neutral and flexible position, so he could step to the left, could step to the right. First of all, let's explore what happens if he steps to his left. So I go into Halbschild, Alex steps to his left and attacks with the left overhaul, which means he strikes into my defense, which is useless. I will follow up with a shield strike and strike to the head. So stepping to his left side is pretty useless for Alex. Which means by stepping off to my right side when going into Halbschild, I restrict the options which force ward above the head have to offer. The only valid target is my high left opening. So I go here, Alex goes for my high left opening, which makes sense, but it's not surprising. When stepping into Halbschild and presenting my high left opening, I'm prepared for his attack. So I defend with Schützen, follow up with a shield strike, cut to the head. While it is not explicitly mentioned in 133, advanced fencers will follow the advice given in later fencing treatises like those of the Lichtenauer tradition, where it is stated that if your opponent strikes to your sword, change through and attack the other opening. I could probably parry this, like this. And I could follow up with a shield schlag and strike him to the head. But what happens if Alex does not change through completely, but stabs me in the belly? There we have to follow the advice given in 133. Actually, what I'm trying to do when I attempt my parry is I try to establish a bind. In 133, it's repeatedly stated that the one who is to be bound has to flee from the bind, while the one who wants to bind has to follow. Eventually we can establish a bind, pass the control from the sword to the buckler by doing a shield schlag, and then the sword is free to attack. Of course, I could have stopped chasing for Alex's sword and could have attempted a strike to Alex's head, but that wouldn't have taken care of the threat which Alex's sword poses. And anyway, where's the point of starting a defense and then they suddenly decide that defense is not as relevant as offense and go for the hit? You can't defend half-heartedly. You either defend or you attack, or ideally you do both at the same time. This forces the opponent to give up his counterattack and turn it into a parry. From there, we establish control with the shield schlag, strike around and hit him in the head.